Have you ever been around wandering in the desert and then you suddenly think to yourself, you know what? I really need some new shoes. Lucky for us today, there is a fancy shoe store in the middle of the desert. Take a look at that. Take care, be safe. This is a art installation out in the middle of the desert. Sadly, there is no way to go in. But here's some nice shoes for you. A lot of people come to this little art installation to get their selfies taken for Instagram because it looks pretty nice. But yeah, it's pretty much in the middle of nowhere. Road trip time. It's way colder than I anticipated, but okay, let's go. Welcome to Big Bend National Park, the only national park here in Texas. I mean, when they say Texas is big, that's a really big understatement because Texas is massive. Just look at this. Endless miles and miles and miles of dinosaur exhibit here at Big Bend. Let's check it out. This is called the Super Big Super Croc. This sign tells us that these creatures lived here when Big Bend was a swamp and not a desert. So here we got a fossil exhibit that pretty much tells you what kind of dinosaurs were living here millions of years ago. Oh, look at that, my boy is down bad. Imagine this valley in Big Bend millions of years ago when it was full of life and water and dinosaurs ripping each other apart. Imagine how exciting it would have been to see that. But now it's just a desert. A beautiful desert, but I wish I could have seen all the action going on back there, but shit. Oh, they're still there, standing peacefully. When I first saw them, I thought they were statues. Oh, they spotted me. But no, they're real horses. So that is the male, and back there is the female with their little baby. The little baby came out mixed, brown and white, so they're definitely the parents. Super cute. I don't think I should get any closer because they're big animals, and I mean, I wish I could pet them or something, but I have kind of a fear of horses. They're just so big, so we'll leave them be. But hey, it's pretty cool. We got a close-up of these beautiful animals. What a privilege. We are right at the border between Mexico and the United States. It's very hard to see, but here in these ridges, the big spiky ones are in the United States side, and the ones on the background are in Mexico. And between the canyon you can find the Rio Grande. So we're gonna head over in that direction to Boquillas and check out the river. Buenas. Oh, no, thank you. Look at this lush vegetation. We are in the Rio Grande. Right across this river is Mexico. Oh my god. I guess there's some horses here as well. Here's some snarling going on. But I can't see them. Let's proceed with caution. There you go, Mexico, right across the river. And we got some two horses here. You gotta be careful, watch your step, because there's landmines all over the ground. Was that Russian you were speaking? I'm learning, but I barely started to learn.
Russian?
Yes.
Among all the languages, Russian? Why Russian?
Because it's spoken in a lot of countries. Former Soviet. Yes.
Where else do you do it? Nobody else.
That's it. But I want to visit. Yes.
It's a tough language to learn.
I heard. Yeah. I only know Daniel Navienya, До свидания, Привет,
Some basics.
Здравствуйте. How do you say river?
Rika.
Rika.
R-E-K-A.
Rika. The guy taught me how to say river in Russian, Daka. Hopefully I got it right. So I know a new word now, Daka, river. The Daka Grande. In terms of what to see, this park doesn't have as many attractions as Yellowstone or Glacier, but it's definitely worth a visit only to see the Rio Grande, because it's beautiful, and you know, it just makes you think of what the migrants crossing into America through the river, you know, have to what they see, you know. And it's a beautiful park. It just shows you the immenseness of Texas, how big it really is. No, está bien. Oh, sí. Está bien. Bueno, pues no lo grabó usted, pero cruza todos los días por aquí.
Sí.
Sí. Oh, ok. Oh. ¿Y cómo, con lanchita o
No, ahorita cruzamos
a pie?
Sí,
¿Por qué
caminando.
parte? ¿Caminando? ¿Por
Sí.
la parte?
Sí, está abajo ahorita el río.
Sí, ah, ok, está bien. Sí, no, pues es que hay que echarle ganas porque...
No hay más.
No, pero qué bueno, no sabía, es que es mi primera vez aquí en el parque. Y pues como en el paso del Río Grande está todo seco y aquí está bonito. Sí, está bien. No, pues le compro algo. ¿Cuánto que me vende?
No, hay lo que le guste.
Sí.
Tenemos souvenirs, ¿sabes?
A ver, mire. ¿Cuánto los...? A ver. Pues este pajarito. So I was speaking with that fine gentleman back there. I bought him some souvenirs because we gotta help each other out. But, you know, he practically told me that he's coming illegally every day from Mexico, just crosses by foot because the river is very low right now. And yeah, I mean, he's from Boquillas del Carmen, which he told me is a small town with only 50-60 families, and they're so remote that they get their electricity from solar panels. So you can imagine the situation economically is not very good, especially now because the border here in the national park is closed because of COVID. So the situation is pretty tough, but I mean, you gotta work in some way, right? And these immigrants really inspire me because they're out here hustling, they're not complaining, and we just don't know how much we really have. You know, that I can come to this national park for leisure, to take photos and to take video, and that he has to cross the river to earn some money from these tiny souvenirs, to make a living. So we should never take these things for granted. And yeah, I mean, what a pleasure, what a privilege to talk with these people. He also told me that sometimes the border patrol crosses here in the park every now and then, and if they catch them, they take all their little crafts and confiscate them. Wow, very, very, very nice of you, border patrol, to be confiscating this. They're living, but they're just hustling. I respect that. And yeah, they're always on the lookout for the border patrol, but they don't come very often, you know, because it's a very long drive through the park. It's like 2 hours just to get through here, just to check up on them. So most of the days they're pretty much unbothered.